Hey everybody, this is MyCollectables coming back with another video, and I wanted to do a special video just sharing some of my physical collectibles that are my favorite in my collection right now. Just to show you that I'm not all about the VV NFTs and digital comics and all of that. I'm a big physical collector as well, and I wanted to share some of my best, right? So I'm going to go through them right here, give you my favorites, and then I really want to know in the comments section below, what are some of your favorites? I'd love to see them. Maybe you can tag them up on Twitter, tag me, post them on Twitter, show some photos, share your physical, because it's both, right? It's digital and physical. That's the way that I'm going. I'm going half and half as time goes on by the end of the year. So I am selling some physical stuff, but I'm keeping some stuff forever. Some of my all-time favorites, I'm going to show you a couple today. So if you do like this video after you watch it, hit like, that would be great. And like I said, comment down below. Let me know if you have any of these or some other ones that you have as well. And you can always sub to my channel because we're going to be talking more about physical collectibles as well. Of course, with the digital NFTs that we're doing with, DC and Marvel through the VV app and the DC app as well, website as well. So we'll get into that, and you can follow me on Twitter. I will share some of these as well. So let's get into this. I'll start off with a couple comic books that are some of my favorite, and they're kind of timely right here. I'll just bring them up one at a time, and you can stick around. We can have some fun. So this is one of my favorites right here. This is Avengers 23. This is with, Kang on the cover. Look at that awesome cover right there. And it's the first appearance of Ravonna, which becomes his love interest. I love this comic. Absolutely. I love the cover. It's not graded. That's okay. I like to be able to read them sometimes, so I don't get a lot of my comics graded. I actually like to hold them and keep them actually as ungraded, most of them, right? Just for display too. I love it. But anyway, there's one of my favorites. This comic is absolutely gorgeous. And now with the new movie coming up, I'm really excited about that too. Here's another one of my favorite comics that I have as well. And this is also another Avengers comics, a little bit earlier, Avengers 10, okay? And this is with Immortus right here, which is a version of Kang. And this is one of my all-time favorite comics as well. I love the early Avengers comics, specifically now, because of all the stuff that's happening in the movies, right? So these are two of my favorite comic books that I have of all time right now in my collection, right? Anyway, let's jump to something a little bit different. I want to talk Star Wars, right? So I love first edition stuff, and I actually am a big Star Wars collector, and I want to show you a couple of really cool books. Now, I have this Star Wars first edition paperback book. This is from 1976 or 1975, one of those 2 years. You can see there is the actual, concept art on the front from Ralph McQuarrie, and this is a really beautiful book. I've read this, actually. I wanted one that was ungraded and, totally open so I could actually read it. It's really interesting to see the storyline behind it, right? And so what I did is I went out after that and I actually got the first edition paperback of The Empire Strikes Back as well. Now, I'm still searching for the Return of the Jedi version, but this one is also really cool. So, physical books are also great. I love them, and these are some of my favorite Star Wars ones right there. So those are those right there. Now, let me jump into something completely different. Now, I'm a big basketball fan, as you know, and I love my Lakers, right? So I got my really nice 2019 LeBron James Panini graded 10, basketball card number 87 right there. I absolutely love this card, and I love the pose. It's not even for value's sake. It's just because I love the player. I love the card. So this is one of my favorite basketball cards that I have in my collection right there. And I'm not showing you all my most expensive stuff, just my favorite, remember? Now, this is one of my other favorites, is Michael Jordan's 1989-90 Hoops card. This is graded 10 out of 10 as well. I love this card. It's absolutely beautiful. So I have this on a shelf just over there where I have my basketball stuff, right? So that's very cool. Anyway, let me show you my favorite thing in basketball collecting that I have of all time. Okay, and this is coming right here. These are my Kobe Bryant, 2008, 2007 Black Mamba edition. I'm a bit of a sneakerhead as well. I don't have a massive sneaker collection, but I do have a few pieces. And this is his Kobe Zoom number 4. And this is the snakeskin edition right here. I absolutely love this shoe. Look at that. And Kobe Bryant was one of my all-time favorite players of all time. And of course, his untimely passing with his daughter and all of the people that were on that helicopter. That was really sad and a terrible day, but I honor him every day with these sneakers that are sitting right here in my office. So I absolutely love that for sure, right? Now let's get into a little bit something different too. I'm a big Lego fan as well. You can see up behind me, I have my like Lego, case right there with my minifigures. Here is one of my Lego minifigures one of my favorites of all time, and it's the little policeman right here. This is a little policeman from a few years ago. So what happened is Lego comes out with their minifigure set every year, and they came out with this really beautiful one a few years ago, and you can see here it is right here. There's the 40th anniversary of Lego minifigures, and right in the middle you can see the policeman. So in a big box of 60 packs, there was only one of these, and I've got a bunch of them actually. I have some sealed ones too, but this is one. This guy sits right over there on my shelf, my little, and if you look what he's holding in his hand right there, it's a replica of the original set that he came from way back in the day. So this is a reissue, but it's super rare, and I love it. And it came from that. So that's my Lego little addiction right there, right? So anyway, let's get back to Star Wars, because I have a few to end off with Star Wars. Now, this is one of my all-time favorite pieces that I just absolutely love. I can't stop looking at it. This is my sealed or graded Luke Skywalker Return of the Jedi, and he's graded. You can see the grade down here is an 80 right there. Now, the thing about that makes this one interesting is that you can see he's got a blue lightsaber in there. You see the blue lightsaber? Now, normally this figure came with a green lightsaber, so this is a nice rare variant and one of my all-time favorites. And look at him with his cloak right there. He's all sealed nicely, so this guy sits on my shelf as well. I absolutely love this figure as well. Now, speaking of Star Wars, we'll continue on that, because this is another one of my favorite pieces right here. Now, this isn't sealed, but if it was, it'd be worth a lot. You saw a recent sale of VHS Star Wars, but here is Empire Strikes Back, one of the first ever VHS versions of this right here. You can see I have it. It is actually opened right in the back right here. You can see that it's not sealed, but still it sits over there. I love the beautiful art. It's one of the originals right here, so I'm super happy to have this in my collection. I still actually have a VCR, so I can watch it if I want to, but I probably won't. Anyway, let's get on to the big stuff right here. I got actually some original Star Wars figures I want to show you, some of my all-time favorites. Now, here is one right here I want to show you. This is my Obi-Wan Kenobi, and this is actually his original guarded figure right here. This is a 12-back A version, and he's graded. You can see down here he's graded at 70, nice and sealed, so he's not perfection or anything like that, but this is the original from the original series, 1977. There is one that's a bit more valuable than this that actually has a different lightsaber that's auctioning off at a huge amount. But anyway, I wanted to share this one. This is one of my favorite toys of all time. And then if we step it up a little bit more, for Star Wars, I have my next one right here, and this is my Boba Fett that's sealed from 1979 as well. This one's actually graded, same thing, 70 down here. This is a very valuable toy, but one of my all-time favorites. He's sealed on the card. This might be the #1 Star Wars toy of all time, like in regards to just the general issue stuff. And I got one, and I'm keeping it in my collection. I would highly recommend you getting one as well. But my all-time favorite Star Wars toy that I own, okay, and you know me, you see my Stormtrooper helmet right here, okay, I'm in the 501st, but here is my graded 85 Stormtrooper from Return of the Jedi. You can see he's graded at pretty much close to the highest grade you could possibly get. You can get a 90. I've seen a couple of them. I've owned one in the past, but this is my favorite Star Wars toy of all right there. My graded Stormtrooper, still sealed on the card, never opened. It's an absolute beauty. But I have one more friend that I want to show you before I end the video, and it's Grogu. Grogu's my favorite toy of all time, and he's not even a toy, right, Grogu? You're just a part of the family now. Anyway, I hope you liked the video. I hope you like me sharing this stuff. Getting into both physical and digital is an absolutely fun thing to do, and Grogu's going to help me out in the future. Anyway, I'll hope to see you in the next video. Share some of your stuff with me on Twitter. Let's get into it and have some fun. It's all about collecting. Happy collecting, everybody.